Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
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 Welcome everybody to another edition of the High Valley Sports Online, bringing you the finest in high school athletics, both boys and girls. Tonight, we're on the campus of Brooke High School as the Lady Bruins Brooke Volleyball team coming in at 0-14, coached by Deidre Parr, hosting the Wellsville Lady Tigers, coming in at 8-3. In OVAC position, featuring one of the top players in the Valley, Spiker Presley Stokes Jr. We'll be talking more about her tonight throughout the evening. This is Ray Suckarts along with Jimmy DiCarlo and Dan Vogel bringing you tonight's matchups. Tonight's game match sponsored by, as always, every event that we do, Water Transport, Friendly Tavern, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Guida Law Offices, AT&T on Sunset, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Electric O, Cedar One Realty, Uncle Johnny Delivers, Corey Winship, Barrel Ford, Barrel Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Signs Limited, Capital Recovery System, Hood's Pharmacy, Humble Construction, Berryman Chemicals, Ed Sports, First Westminster Presbyterian Church, Franciscan University, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Trinity Health System, Bennigan, Stickles Law Office, Mosty Funeral Home, Wintersville Trophy Shop, IBEW Local 246, Richard Poe, Financial Advisor, Main Street Bank, JC Pest Control, Rawson's Mulch and More, Everhard Bow Funeral Home, Swearingen Bat Company, Viking Social Poker Club, Bradley Lawnscape, Lancia Villa Royale, TS Electric, National Colloid Company, Soft Tight Federal Credit Union, Target Shop, Naples, Ohio Motor Group, Dr. John Figgle, Burt's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Offices, Apollo Restoration, Anthony Mining Company, M&M Hardware, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Josephine's Carryout, Valley Converting, Hauser's Furniture, Marcino Enterprises, Attorney Adam Martello, Steve's Fish and Chips, J.E. Foster Funeral Home. Got a big week of sports and interviews going on with the High Valley Sports Online. Join us Wednesday from Bennigan's, the Ohio Coaches Show, featuring Reno Suckarts from Big Red, Andrew Connor from Indian Creek, Josh Frankie from Toronto, Eric Meek from Catholic Central, and Mike Colby from Edison. As well, on Thursday, we'll be at Basil's Sports Bar with the West Virginia Coaches Show, our kickoff version, featuring Frank Sassini from Weir High, Mac McLean from Brooke, Troy Fetty from Weir Madonna, and Doug Taylor from Oak Glen. That will be Basil's on Thursday. Friday night, got the big game of the week at the High Valley Sports Online, as Toronto, with one loss, invades Cartwright Field on the campus of Edison High School to face the 5-0 Wildcats. Then on Saturday, we got a big one at Jimmy Carey Stadium up on the hill as Madonna, 2-1, host the undefeated Catholic Central Crusaders at 5-0. Back here at Brooke, coached by Deidre Parr, Kaylee Ridgely, and Tommy DeSario, coming in, as we said, at 0-14. Going to face a good Wellsville volleyball team led by junior Presley Stokes, who's already told us before the game she's going to go to Youngstown State and participate for the Penguins. They come in at 83, and they're coached by Sherry Allen. Tonight's referees, Wayne Ogilvie and Barry Safran. Let's take a quick break, Danny. We'll be right back. I'm going to talk to Tommy DeSario.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
Halftime is sponsored by Berryman Chemicals in memory of Eleanor and Douglas Red Naylor, supporting area youth since 1960 through academic and sports scholarships, mentorship, and community spirit. Good luck to all area teams from Berryman Chemicals.
Blakemore Insurance Agency is exclusive to the senior market. We represent a variety of Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, giving us the ability to offer some of the most competitive products from the top insurance companies in our country. Our loyalty lies with you, our customer, not the insurance company. Many of today's seniors are completely overwhelmed with turning 65 and going on to Medicare. Call Blakemore Insurance Agency today for more information. 304-723-0909. Blakemore Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a crusader at Catholic Central High School, and his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford, and he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at two great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Are you looking for a trusted name in residential and commercial real estate? Look no further than Cedar One Realty. Our team of dedicated professionals is here to help you find your dream home or the perfect commercial property. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the local market, we're the experts you can trust. Cedar One is a full-service brokerage that handles residential, commercial, property management and storage units. Call us today to schedule a consultation and see how we can help you achieve your real estate goals. Cedar One has over 60 agents serving the Ohio Valley. Cedar One Realty, leading the Valley in residential and commercial real estate. Visit us online at cedaronerealty.com or stop by our office in Wintersville today.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
At Mosty Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families, and will work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services we offer, you will receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. While honoring your loved one is our top priority, we also want to help you through this difficult time. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Mosty Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
IBEW 246, trained to electrify.
Edge Basketball is excited to be celebrating our 8th year of ministry in our community. The Edge program is comprised of 360 kids, boys and girls, grades 1 through 6 from our tri-state area. The mission of our league is to build Christian values through competitive sports. We want our kids to compete, but we want them to do so with the utmost Christian character. We're so thankful for everyone who has supported our league. God bless you.
When you think you're at your worst, our team is here to help pick you up. At Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration, nothing will stop us from restoring your home to...
Ohio Valley Sports Online is your sports authority. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Live streaming high school and NCAA sports, plus weekly football coaches shows right here on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
All right, we're back here at the home of the Brooke Bruins. We're going to announce the starting lineup. So we're going to go to a special guest for the visiting Lady Tigers with the big hitter we're talking about, Presley Stokes. We'll be joined by Bella Popplewriter, Sam Drysdale, Kaylee Rawson, Mackenzie Nixon, Mackenzie Bosco, and Olivia Edison. For the homestanding Lady Bruins, Riley Newsom, Malia McCullough, Cadence Nielsen, Maggie DeSario, Ella Dietrich, and Carson Drum. Joining us now in the Berryman Chemicals pregame interview, Tommy DeSario. Coach, you wear a lot of hats over here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate your hospitality. Yes, absolutely. Talk a little bit about Brooke here, 0-14 at this time. Looks like they're rebuilding, Coach.
We are. It's a rebuilding year. Our seniors that left us last year left a huge void for us that we had to fill. And as you can see with tonight, we've been riddled with injuries. We have 2 out on concussion protocol, and one of our starters is out on sick. So that hurts any program, especially a 6-person roster for volleyball.
Right, when it rains, it pours, though, right, Coach?
Right, but the good thing is, and we've used this to our advantage, is we have a lot of underclassmen that came up through the ranks under Coach Nielsen in the Brooke Middle School program. So they were ready to step up, and they're playing at the varsity level as freshmen and sophomores this year.
Coach, let's talk about something that you do pretty well. You also coached Brooke softball team. You had some highlights last year. I mean, you got some big wins. Tell us a little bit about last year and what you got coming back this year.
Sure. Yeah, so, 2 of the highlights that we're going to take into this season is the big win over Stoomville at their home field, a beautiful field Gus has over there, and big win against Wheeling Park in sectional play. We graduated Landry Bone and Angelina Lapoli last year as our 2 seniors, so that's a big void to fill on the mound with Landry. But going forward this year, we have a lot of returning players who are seasoned vets, even at a young age, and we're very happy with the freshman class that's coming in, and a lot of utility players that we can kind of plug and play wherever we need to fill any voids that we have. Coming back this year, I have a great senior group. 5 of them coming back. One of the ones that we're going to nurse back to health, hopefully before the first game, is Alexa Forche. She was injured in the off season and in travel ball and underwent surgery and is recovering well from that. So everything's pointing that she'll be back and ready for action before our first game this year.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to tell you something. I appreciate meeting you tonight. Thank you for everything you did for having us. Hopefully we get to see you down the road a little bit.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys coming over.
Well, we love this is an area where we want to break into and do some things here. I want to remind everybody that this interview is brought to you by Berryman Chemicals. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Hood's Pharmacy pregame with Coach Jimmy DiCarlo. Give us his thoughts on the game. Thanks again, Tommy.
Thank you, guys.
Looking for a great meal? Stop in Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge and DiCarlo's Pizza, located at 3806 Main Street in Weirton. Proudly serving the tri-state area for over 60 years. Family owned and operated, serving salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza 7 days a week. Call Danny at 304-748-1179 or visit them at mariosrestaurantandlounge.com. Good luck to all area teams from Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge.
Trying to find a local, family-owned pharmacy that doesn't treat you like a number, they treat you like, well, you. Visit Hood's Pharmacy. Find them at 971 Main Street in Follinsby. Hood's Pharmacy is family-owned. Family-owned for over 50 years. All insurance plans are accepted, and they have COVID-19 testing and vaccinations available, so no worries there. Hood's Pharmacy features Sarah's Candy, plus a wide selection of greeting cards. Get the friendly hometown service you deserve when you visit Hood's Pharmacy in Follinsby. Come visit the friendly pharmacist and staff at Hood's Pharmacy today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you need electrical work, get it done right by the most qualified electrical contractors and tradesmen around. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
IBEW 246, trained to electrify.
A pioneer of casual dining, Bennigan's is internationally known for its unique neighborhood vibe and exceptional chef-driven food. Come to Bennigan's on University Boulevard to stir up a great memory. Come for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and get $1 off draft and bottled beer and $1 off signature cocktails. Grab some bar bites too, only $5 from 9 p.m. to close. Hey, are you a soccer fan? Check out the schedule of English Premier League soccer games. Bennigan's even has delivery service, and the number to call, 740-792-8080. You got a friend at Bennigan's.
When it comes to your health, every moment counts. That's why Capital Health Home Care in Steubenville is here for you. Our team of experienced healthcare professionals is dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care in the comfort of your own home. With CMS certified home health care since 1982, we accept a variety of insurance to make sure you get the care you need. From home nursing care to physical, occupational, and speech therapy, we offer a wide range of services to meet your needs. At Capital Health Home Care, we believe that your health and happiness go hand in hand. That's why we're committed to keeping you healthy and happy, every step of the way. So why wait? Call Capital Health Home Care in Steubenville today at 740-264-8815 to learn more about how we can help you live your best life. Capital Health Home Care, because your health is our top priority.
Okay, we're back on the campus of Brooke High School with our Hoods pregame. I'm going to welcome in Jimmy DiCarlo, my partner tonight, give us his thoughts on the game. Jimmy.
Well, first of all, Brooke, thanks, Ray. Brooke won the JV match 25-21, 22-25, and 25-15. So Brooke wins 2-1 to take the JV match. Wellsville coming in at 8-3. Their 3 losses have come to teams with a combined record of 31-1. They lost to Toronto 3-2 last week in a tremendous match. Lost to Union Local, who's 10-1. By the way, Toronto is 10-0. They lost to them 3-0, and they lost to Columbiana 3-0. At one time, they were ranked 13th in the state in Division 4. They were last year's AA OVAC champ, beating Toronto in the championship game. They've moved to single A this year in the OVAC. Although Brooke hasn't gotten a win this year, they've lost to some really good teams. They've lost to East Liverpool twice. They're 9-2. Oak Glen, who's 10-2. University twice, 13-2. Morgantown, 11-0. And they lost to Wellsville, who is very good competition. They also lost 3 tremendous players last year. Ava Bolin, who's about 6'1", 4-year starter, good server, tremendous hitter and blocker. Landry Bone, also a tremendous hitter and blocker. And all-around Angela Poli. Bolin was a tremendous basketball player, great athlete. Bone and Lapoli were really good softball players. And Lapoli was a 3-sport standout last season, or the last 4 years for the Brooke Bruins, and lettered for 4 years in at least basketball and volleyball, or softball. Not sure how many years she lettered in volleyball. We talked about Presley Stokes. She's a junior with 114 kills, unbelievable amount. Going to Youngstown State, or committed there. She's only a junior. Her sister, Sky Stokes, helped Oak Glen win a OVAC and a state tournament her senior year. Went to University of West Virginia and is now playing at North Carolina State. Probably their second best player. We're going to call her BP tonight because it's hard to pronounce her name. Bella Popelreiter. So we'll call her BP. 17 aces, 119 digs, and 32 kills. For Brooke, Riley Lewsom leads the way with 35 kills, 18 blocks, and 8 aces. Malia McCullough has 29 blocks and 23 kills. And Maggie DeSerio does a nice job at the libero defensive specialist position, has 24 digs. So we're about ready to go for game number 1 at Wellsville versus Brooke. And Dan, we're going to take a break and come back.
Springtime means cleanup time, so if you're planning a renovation on your house or need to get rid of some debris, call for a driveway-safe dumpster from Chappie's. Yep, Chappie's has 10 and 15-yard dumpsters available for same-day delivery, and Chappie's rates are all-inclusive. There's never any hidden fees. You can do a 7-day rental, or even better yet, a discounted 3-day rental. Clean up your shed, garage, basement, and get a dumpster from Chappie's today. Online, it's chappiesdumpsters.com or call 740-359-DUMP. That's 740-359-3867. Be happy. Call Chappie.
Guida Law Offices can ably represent your interests in real estate and business transactions, probate matters, and personal injury cases. Please visit Guida Law Office's website at guidalawfirm.com or call them at 304-748-1213.
Are you looking for encouragement? Join our First West family for an uplifting message of hope. Whether you're looking for a thriving youth program, an inspiring Bible study, or a senior community group, there is a place for you at First West. Sunday morning worship in Children's Church begins at 10:45. Stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook or visit our website, firstwestminster.org. We hope to see you soon. Love God and love others.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
We're back. We're going to let them give you the starting lineups here for tonight's game, so we'll take it down to the crowd mic here.
This time, let's meet the Lady Tigers. Number 5, Miley Ramsey. Number 23, Riley Brown. Number 21, Brooke Hackney. Number 24, Amaya Powell. Number 18, Gracie Dowling. Number 13, Rory Hager. Number 33, Kaylee Kazee. Number 16, Kaylee Bosco. I apologize, she is one of them. Let's meet the rest of the starting 6. Number 9, Presley Stokes. Number 11, Bella Poppelreiter. Number 20, Kaylee Rawson. Number 3, Mackenzie Nixon. Number 14, Sam Drysdale. And number 25, Olivia Edison. The Lady Tigers are coached by Sherry Allen and her assistant, Jaden Hissam. And now let's meet your Lady Bruins. Senior number 3, Olivia Rocchio. Junior number 24, Maya DeCirio. Junior number 17, Gracie Williams. Freshman number 40, Preseus Wright. Number 14, Grace Spinnick. Number 11, Lexi Wokuch. And number 23, Olivia Raveau. And now for the starters. Senior number 8, Ella Dietrich, captain. Junior number 5, Riley Newsom. Sophomore number 4, Malia Makawa. Sophomore number 25, Sydney Giovanni. Sophomore number 42, Carson Drum. Freshman number 16, Davis Nielsen. Sorry, David. And number 20, Maggie DeCirio. The head coach of the Lady Bruins.
A lot of movement, Jimmy. I seen you doing in with the Brooke, just getting their roster together. Kids sick, kids hurt, concussion protocol.
Some people
coming in
out.
0-14, Jimmy. Got a tough challenge tonight against a good Wellsville team.
Yeah, they're definitely the underdog, but they played good competition, and they did lose some key players from last year's team. Wellsville, a much smaller school, but have one of the better hitters in the valley in Presley Stokes. So see if the Bruins can hang in there.
You said in OVAC, excuse me, Jimmy, you said in OVAC, Wellsville moved down, didn't they?
They moved down this year to 1A. In fact, let's talk about the OVAC here. Leading in 5A, Morgantown first, University second, Warren third, John Marshall fourth, with Dover outside looking in. In 4A, if it ended today, it would be Oak Glen, East Liverpool, Beaver Local, and Indian Creek. Two teams we had last week, with Edison outside trying to sneak into the fourth spot and Weir High just behind. In 3A, Union Local leads the way. Shenandoah 12-0 is number 2. Barnesville number 3, Buckeye Trail 4, with Belair in the fifth hole and Magnolia right outside. Number in 2A, Toronto 10-0 Toronto, who knocked off Wellsville last week, is number 1. Monroe Central 2, Caldwell 3. Steubenville Catholic Central 4, and Southern, who is 9-2, is fifth outside looking in. And in single A, Trinity Christian is number 1 at 10-2, Wellsville at 8-3, but those 3 losses have come to 3 really good teams. Wood County Christian number 3, Bellsville number 4, and Valley outside looking in. So let's see, Ray.
We're set to go here. Wayne Ogilvie and Barry Zaffron, the officials in tonight's game. Wayne Ogilvie up in the chair.
Kylie Rawson is coming in for number 14, I believe. That is Sam Drysdale. No relation to Dawn.
Dawn Drysdale.
Okay.
He had the heater.
Yep, Dodger great. And is Maggie DeCirio in there? I can't see through these two girls. No, she's not in yet as the libero.
We're set to go here.
So serving is, we're going to call her BP for Wellsville, Bella Popplewriter. Third hit over, just gets over by Newsom, dig by Stokes, back to Stokes, slam, and just out, 1-0 Bruins.
You can see their game plan right away, Jimmy. Go to the kill.
You've got a really, really tough player. You want to continue to set her, and I'm sure Stokes is going to get as many sets as she can to get those spikes in. Ball out of play, coming in, 1-0 Brooke. Carson Drum, who served pretty well in that JV game that Brooke ended up winning. Well, we got a sub here. 24.
Amaya Powell.
Coming in for Olivia Edison. Nice serve by Drum, and it's an ace. 2-0 Bruins off to his fast start. This is Ray's first volleyball game, right?
First volleyball game called broadcasting. That's right. Dan Vogel digging deep into the archives.
Drum setting up Presley. Not one of her harder sets, but it's going to be effective. Getting over off of Drum's hands and out of bounds. DeSerio coming in now for Drum. And 14 is back in. That's Drysdale. Number 5 in. Miley Ramsey in and serving for Wellsville. 2-1 Brooke early going. Ramsey with a nice serve. And Cadence Nelson into below the net. Point Wellsville ties it up 2-2.
Glad to be here for Ashlyn Daly tonight. She had a previous engagement.
Yeah,
Heinz Field.
Heinz Field, yeah. Don't we wish we all would be there for the Steelers and the Browns tonight? But glad to be here. Setting Stokes back up, and that's down. Not one of the wham shots, but down right now. 3-2 in favor of Wellsville.
Neither kill that she scored on was as hard as the first one that she missed on. That first one was a rocket. This first game being sponsored by Vince Bologna of Vinsurance.
Third set over to McCullough, and it's out. 4-2 Wellsville after being down 2-0. Again, Ramsey back to serve. Nice serve. Ace.
Jimmy, you look at this, Jimmy, and we've both been coaching, and you look at the Brooke Bruins at 0-14. What a coaching job they got to do just to keep their kids still interested.
Now, they seem motivated, especially in that JV game that we saw today. Another good serve. Deep hole. Going to be tough to get it over. Newsom does. Presley dinks it back. Maggie setting it up for Newsom. Nice spike over. She leads the team in kills. Presley going to dink it over. That may go out of play. Nice save by BP.
Nice job.
24, that was Amaya Powell who got it over, and McCullough hit it into the net, so 6-2. Good volley. Good spike that time by Newsom, not getting the point. That went to Sydney Giviano, and she couldn't handle it, so another ace, 7-2, Wellsville.
Wellsville off and running here.
That's 7 straight. Nice serve again. Another ace. Maggie DeSerio off her hands out of bounds. I should say D. Giovanni. So we're going to have a sub. Sometimes, Ray, you call timeout, you only get 2 in a game. And we've got a sub. That's number 14, one of the
Gracie Spitak.
They're dressing some kids because we do have some people out for Brooke tonight that weren't on the original roster. 8-0 run for Wellsville. They're going to set up Stokes. And she dinks it over. Again, not hitting the ball hard so far as we're expecting her to. Another set. Short set that time to 24. And that was Powell who gets it over. Brooke could not return it. 9-2.
Dawn Drysdale with the dink for the score.
That was Amaya who came
in. What a season he had for the 65 Dodgers.
Along with Koufax, huh?
Yeah, big year for them.
9 in a row, and that's going to be 10 now unless Cadence can save it, and she does. What a nice save by Nelson. Diving. Beautiful save by Nelson. See if that can spark Brooke here. Looking for Newsom, and just out. That was a nice diving save by freshman Cadence Nelson.
Good judgment by Wells, the Lady Tigers. I mean, them balls come hard. Got to make that quick decision, in or out.
Those are the tough ones, the ones that are close like that. Ramsey on a roll here, serving. 3 set, a little behind Newsom, so pretty much a free ball to Stokes. There's a slam, and it's in. That was a wham shot.
Wow.
Baby. That was one of her better ones. Right to the back line, 11-2 Wellsville. Brooke probably in need of a timeout here.
Brooke coached by Deidre Parr. Tommy DeSario. Had the pleasure of talking to Tommy between games. Wears a lot of hats over here, Jimmy. Tommy DeSario.
Tommy, good guy over here. He's got a lot of hats involved with him. A fireman, a former policeman, a politician, councilman. He does everything, Tommy. Good EMR guy. 12 in a row for Wellsville. Nice spike that time by McCullough. Over to Stokes. There was a nice spike, but a good block by McCullough. Back to McCullough. Dinks it over. This best volley of the night. DeSario save. Over to McCullough, slamming into the net. 13-2, Wellsville, game 1 of the set. Best out of 3. Or best out of 5, excuse me. JV's best out of 3. Ramsey over, nice set to Newsom. Good save by Powell. And she dinks it over, does Stokes. Back to McCullough. Back line save by our girl BP. Over to Stokes, and that was a wham shot down.
She just keeps adding to that kill total, Jimmy. What is that, 4 this game?
I don't have the exact stat, but at least 4.
I believe that's 4, yep.
And Wellsville up 14-2. We're going to take a break and come back.
Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for DUI defense, probate, and estate planning. He also can provide real estate expertise plus general civil litigation. Call Attorney Adam Martello today at 740-317-0193. The Martello Law Office is located on Fernwood Road in Wintersville. Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for legal assistance. 740-317-0193.
All right, we're back here. Brooke High, we're in the campus of Brooke High School here in Wellsburg, West Virginia. This first game sponsored by Vince Bologna of Vinsurance. See Vince Bologna for all your insurance needs. He'll get you a good deal. Jimmy, Wellsville answered the call here. Ran off 14 in a row after going down 2-0.
Ramsey still serving. DeSario with a nice dig. Over to Nelson. Hits it over. Look out for Stokes. There it goes. Boom. Wasn't down to the ground. Nelson couldn't return it. 15-2. Most kids can't return her spikes, Ray.
No, she's impressive, man. She gets a nice lift.
Another kill. Over to DeSario. Ramsey serve. Over to Newsom. Got underneath that, and that's why it went long, 16-2. These two teams played earlier in the year with Wellsville coming out on top. 25-15, 25-13, and 25-9. Ramsey serving. 16-no run for Wellsville. Back to DeSario, hitting it over. Good athlete is Maggie. 3 sports star as a freshman going to be. Back to Newsom and into the net. Wasn't a real good set that time. 17 in a row. Looks like BP's out there playing soccer. Bella Poppelreiter, number 11. Ramsey right on the line. Nice save. And finally, Brooke stops the momentum as Nelson gets one to fall. 17-3.
After 17 straight points by the Lady Tigers. Trying to stop the bleeding here.
So Grace Spitek back to serve. Nice serve. Look out for Stokes. Here it comes. Nice double block try. Good save back there. Newsom with a nice spike and gets down. Beautiful spike by Newsom.
Nice
into
job.
The corner.
Newsom answers.
17-4. Brooke with 2 straight points after up 2-0 and down 17-2 has cut the deficit to 17-4 here in game number 1. Gracie back to serve. Another nice serve. Look out, Stokes. Oh, she's dinking this one over, dinking it back. Another dink over, this time by Drysdale. Newsom with a dink over. Look out to Stokes this time. Nope. Newsom with a spike. There was it tipped, dumped just long. So 18-4.
Substitution.
25.
Olivia Edison.
Back to serve Mackenzie Nixon.
Replaced the Maya Powell.
Over to Nelson.
Drysdale right at the net. Very nice.
Nice block. There's a deep serve where miscommunication there between Maggie and Cadence, and it fell in for the 19th point. So we haven't seen a lot. We've seen a few. We notice a brace on Presley Stokes, too.
Yes.
So not sure she's hampered a little today or not. Again, Nixon back to serve. Nice serve. Maggie with a nice save. Dink by Newsom. Very nice dink by Riley Newsom, who's playing the net very well. 19-5. In now Carson Drum for Maggie DeSerio, who is coming to the front line. That's why. Newsom back to serve. Let's see. So DeSerio back in. So maybe she wasn't at the front line. I think they messed up there for a minute. Oh, man, it was a nice serve, but was it out? Not touched. They're looking for a touch. They're not going to get it. 20. Oh, wait a minute. Are they going to get it, Ray?
That ball was tipped.
Okay.
Good call. Wayne Ogilvie corrected himself. Ball was tipped by the Wellsville player on the back line.
I did think it was touched. Brooke was asking for it, and they got it. Newsom with a nice serve. Over to Drysdale. Pretty nice spike. Saved by DeSerio, but into the net. That time by Dietrich.
Yeah, Drysdale asserted herself here. They were looking for the spike.
She's got some nice height to her. Let's see
Stokes.
how Stokes serves the ball here now. We know she can play the front line. Let's see if she's a jump server probably, and she is. Nice downward movement. Over to Nelson. Nice left-hand save over the net. Drysdale with a dinker, but way out of bounds. 20-7. So Stokes did have a nice serve. Now comes Carson Drum because DeSerio was going to be in the front line. So they're going a little bit with height there. McCullough back serving. They're setting up Drysdale, and she's underneath that and hits it into the net. 20-8.
Here, game one on the campus of Brooke High School.
Brooke with some young kids. I'll tell you about those in a minute. McCullough with another nice serve. She has some nice height to her. Set over there to BP, number 11, and it goes down 21-8. Brooke Raymond is starting McCullough, a sophomore. Nelson's in there, freshman. DeSerio, a freshman. Drum's a sophomore. And Di Giovanni is a sophomore. So 6 out of 7 of their players are freshmen and sophomores. Drysdale with an ace. A little miscommunication in that back line, 22-8.
Freshman Mackenzie Bosco just subbed in for the Wellsville Lady Tigers as Drysdale goes back to serve. Nice.
A little bit out.
Oh, out.
Just out. So 22-9.
They're coming back here. Drysdale's out. Going to be replaced by
Rawson. Rawson. This libero came in. Dietrich serving. Long on the spike. That was number 25, Olivia Edison. Again, sometimes if you get underneath that ball, you're going to spike it long. So Bruins have battled back a little. 22-10 and almost an ace. Nice save by Stokes. 3 hits over. And into the net there by Dietrich.
Wellsville's a different team, though, Jimmy, with Stokes in the back line.
Yeah, now you can spike, Ray, from the back line.
Absolutely. She's not as aggressive from back there, though.
Edison. Dietrich tried to bring it over. Nice save by Drum. And that looks like it's going to fall, but no, Stokes saves it. Nope. 4 hits he called. Okay. 23-11 in favor of Wellsville.
Longtime official Wayne Ogilvy making the call. Amaya Powell back in
for Edison. Nelson serving
for Wellsville. Brooke with the serve. Got a timeout here, going to tie her shoe. 23-11, game one.
Nice serve. 3 hits over, and it falls in the hole in the gap. That dink was by Nixon.
24-11, game point. Wellsville with the serve. There's your man. There's your girl, Bella Popplewriter.
Back to BP, who started off serving, I believe, in this game.
The junior.
Nice jump serve, and it's an ace. So game one goes to Wellsville after being down 2-0, rattling off a ton of points. Brooke made a slight comeback. Game one goes to Wellsville, 25-11. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
At Mosty Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families, and will work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services we offer, you will receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. While honoring your loved one is our top priority, we also want to help you through this difficult time. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Mosty Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
IBEW 246, trained to electrify.
Edge Basketball is excited to be celebrating our 8th year of ministry in our community. The Edge program is comprised of 360 kids, boys and girls, grades 1 through 6 from our tri-state area. The mission of our league is to build Christian values through competitive sports. We want our kids to compete, but we want them to do so with the utmost Christian character. We're so thankful for everyone who has supported our league. God bless you.
When you think you're at your worst, our team is here to help pick you up. At Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration, nothing will stop us from restoring your home to the way it was before. Our crews do everything from cleaning your carpets to restoring your damaged home. We also offer 24-hour emergency water and fire damage services because we know tragedies are not planned. Call Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration today.
Floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
Are you tired of lugging heavy water bottles from the store to your home or office? Look no further than Water Transport in Hopedale, Ohio. For over 36 years, we've been providing premium quality water to the tri-state region. Our team is dedicated to delivering fresh, clean water right to your doorstep. With our reliable and efficient service, you'll never have to worry about running out of water again. Call us today at 740-264-9999 to schedule your delivery and experience the convenience of water transport.
We're back here on the campus of Brooke High School with the Lady Bruins hosting the Lady Tigers from Wellsville in the high school volleyball match. Wellsville takes the first one, 25-11. Coming up to game two. This game two will be sponsored by Mario's Italian Restaurant in Weirton. Go see Danny for pizza, sandwiches, salads, and subs.
Well, about ready to go here. 3 minutes between games. So Wellsville out there with Stokes, Popplewriter, Powell. Number 16 is Bosco. Coming in the libero, number 20, Rawson. And number 3, Nixon. For Brooke, we've got Newsom, Dietrich, McCullough, Nelson, Giovanni, and now comes in Maggie DeSerio in the back line for Carson Drum. So Brooke will be serving first with Sydney Giovanni. over. Nice save there by Wellsville. Over to Newsom with the slam. A good block, but out of bounds. 1-0 the Bruins. So starting off this game with a lead, just like they did last game.
Newsom playing well for Brooke. Up at the net.
Another nice serve. Left-handed spike that time by Bosco. Yeah.
Net violation.
Yep, net violation. 2-0 Bruins.
Number 16.
Surprising to me this game, they don't have Presley Stokes in the front line starting.
Yeah. A little bit of confusion this game with Wellsville. Hasn't been real clean on any point.
Over to Newsom, who tried to dink it over, but it hit off the net and back on the Bruins side.
Got a substitute here. It's going to be number 14 for the Bruins. Gracie Spitak.
Our girl BP back to serve. Now Stokes is in the front line. Nice jump serve. Beautiful save that time by Spitak. Over to Stokes. Back to Newsom. Slam into the net. Deuces wild here. 2-2 game 2. 1-0 in sets. Wellsville ahead. So the Brooke Bruins just can't let Wellsville get on these runs, Ray.
Well, BP will do that. Well, she get 7 or 8 last time she served.
Beautiful ace. I mean, she's jump serving. It's hard. It's got downward movement, and Tesario couldn't dig that one out. Nice try by Maggie, though. 3-2 Wellsville.
BP a junior, 17 aces. That was coming into the game.
There's 2 in a row. Another beautiful
She's got
serve.
5 tonight.
A nice serve off of Tesario into the bleachers.
Stokes has been quiet.
She is really deep. She takes about 4 steps before she lets it fly. Save. Going to be a volley here. BP. So Brooke with a free ball here. See if we can get a setup for the Bruins. No, back to Nelson from the back line. They'll probably set back to Stokes, but a bad set. And off of Stokes' hands by Dietrich, so point to the Bruins. They haven't set Stokes up as much as I thought they would.
No, not since
Early
she went on a
game
roll
one.
there early, Jimmy, and gone away from her a little bit.
Riley Newsom. Nice serve, but just out.
Good decision by Bella Poppelreiter to let it go. We got substitutes coming in here. And number 5.
Ramsey.
As well as Dawn Drysdale, Sammy Drysdale coming back in the front line.
Ramsey had that string of service last game. 5-3 Wellsville Tigers, but I must have jinxed her, huh?
You sure did.
At about 15 in a row, game 1. And
That's what they call you. They call you Schlep Rock.
Comes Carson Drummond for Desario in the front line. McCullough serving. Had some nice serves also in the first game. Nice dig there. Over to Stokes. Boom.
That's where they got to go right there. That's the bread and butter.
Now, wait a minute. One called it in early. They're undecided who this is to.
No good?
They had it called out. They're deciding who's got the point here.
They give the point to Brooke, so that is not a kill.
So 5-5. That was close. Nice serve again by McCullough. So the Bruins jump ahead 6-5. Ace for McCullough. Another good serve over to Stokes. Wham! That was down off the net, but still.
That was the real deal right there.
Yep, 6-6.
Substitution. Edison back in.
Mackenzie Nixon back to serve. Tied up at 6s. Game 2. Game 1 went to Wellsville, 25-11, I believe. And nice serve. McCullough tried to return it, went out of play, 7-6 Wellsville. Pretty impressed. Wellsville's got some controlled, hard jump serves.
Nixon again.
Not a jump serve, but still a nice hard serve. 3-ball hit. So let's see who this is set up. Back to Presley Stokes from the back line. Cross court off a Stipik. And a point for Wellsville. 8-6 now. So Nixon's not a jump server, but she has some velocity on her serves. BP and Stokes are jump servers. And excellent servers. 3-ball. And Carson Drum tried to dink it over, but it hit off the net and went back to the Brooke side. 9-6 Wellsville. Dietrich tried to set Carson Drum over her head, 10-6 Wellsville. Bruins had a 6-5 lead, so Wellsville with 5 in a row.
On the shoulders of Nixon.
Another good serve. Nelson, who's played a good all-around game tonight, not returned, a miscommunication. So 10-7, the Bruins playing much better this game.
Substitution for Brooke, number 25, Sydney Di Giovanni.
Dietrich with a little floater over. Back set to Stokes, and she decides to dink it into the hole, which allows
Drysdale, nice.
Drysdale with going over the net for a little dinker into the hole.
Stayed off the net.
11-7. Back to Stokes. Now she's going to jump serve. Nice hard downward spin. Nice play by Newsom. Over to Carson. Drum. And just out. Boy, that was close. They want a touch, and I don't know. Now they're giving it to Brooke on a touch.
Referees working together. Wayne Ogilvie called Wellsville. Stan Zaffron overruled it.
So 11-8.
Barry Zaffron. You got to work together, get the call right.
Nelson, another good serve. Ramsey setting to our girl BP, but into the net, 11-9. So Brooke gaining some confidence as this game moves along. Nelson with an ace right in the hole. There's a little gap there, and she saw it. 11-10, Wellsville. Nelson just hitting in the net. So a service error. 12-10, favor of Wellsville.
Mackenzie Bosco into the lineup for Ramsey, I believe.
There's our girl Drysdale. Nice play by Dietrich to dink it over. Back over to BP, who dinks it off the net and over. Dietrich again with a back dink. BP with another dink deep this time. 3-ball. DeSario just getting it over. Stokes with a save. Over to BP. Slam cross court, saved by Newsom. Over to Drum, and out of play. Good volley on both teams that time, but Brooke could not keep the rally going. 13-10. Sammy Drysdale back to serve. Another hard cross quarter off of Nelson's hands and out of play. 14-10. Both teams had some good servers.
Drysdale again for Wellsville.
Newsom dinks it over. Presley Stokes setting a back set for a dink by BP that gets down on a mishit there. 15-10. She found a hole there. Sometimes I feel like these girls got eyes in the back of their head knowing where the holes are. Drysdale deep serve. Serio plays it. And back to Desario. Over by Dietrich. Nice back set there. And that was Edison. Nice try by Newsom. Over to Newsom again for the dink. So we're going to have Stokes setting the BP, who slams across court. Good save by Nelson. Over to Newsom and into the net. Good volley on both teams.
Absolutely, playing better.
16-10. Not ferocious spikes, but some nice spikes today, and a lot of nice dink decisions. Over to Newsom. She's going to dink it, and there's one of those good decisions right into the hole, Raymond.
Okay, we get a substitution here. Amaya Powell coming back in for Sammy Drysdale.
Sydney D. Giovanni was back to serve, gave it to Carson Drum, so they weren't quite sure of the rotation. So Drum, who served well tonight in the JV and the varsity game, gets a good one. So it's going to be a free ball for Brooke if they can get it over, and BP does. Gets it over to McCullough, back over the other side, and a slam, and that was a wham shot by BP across court. She can get up.
Sure was. It was very nice. Substitution coming in, 17-11. Wellsville here in his second set, sponsored by Mario's Italian Restaurant.
Serving is Rawson, the libero. Left-handed serve. Nice dig by Nelson. Over to Riley Newsom, but she's kind of getting just a little bit underneath it.
Substitution, Brooke. There's Gracie Spitak coming back in. For the Bruins, replacing Sydney Di Giovanni.
Nice save by Desario and also McCullough. Another nice save, that time by Newsom. Back to Newsom. Dinks it over. Three ball to BP, who will dink it over. Brooke with a free hit here if they can get a good set to Newsom. She slams it, but again, a little bit underneath it into the net. 19-11 in favor of Wellsville.
Just didn't get the lift she wanted, I don't think, Jimmy.
Again, sometimes I see some of the girls are underneath it or in front of it, and it's hard to spike it when it's behind you. Another great serve. Nice dig by Desario. Nelson hits it over. Three ball, going to be a free ball for the Bruins. Set Dietrich to McCullough. Back to Dietrich, but she has to dink it over. Now we've got, is it in? Yep, looks like number 16, Mackenzie Bosco with a kill. 20-11 as Wellsville's pulling away. Brooke takes a needed timeout, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
Village Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Did you just look down at your phone? You did it again, didn't you? You know, you're flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel, and a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field and cause some serious damage. Turn it off. Trust me, whatever it is, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextsStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
20-11. Wellsville serving. Good timeout. Gives Brooke the point on a missed serve. 20-12 now. Spitek back to serve for the Bruins. Over to BP. Nice set. 3 ball. Back to Desario, who gets the roll off the net, and Wellsville girl goes over the line. So violation gives the point to the Bruins, 20-13.
Wellsville's a good team, Jimmy. They're playing within themselves.
Nice serve
controlling the
again.
game.
Set back up to Nelson. Nice dig by Presley Stokes over to BP, who's going to dink it down, and it's not going to be finished by the Bruins. So 21-13, as BP's done a good job of not only serving and spiking, but also dinking into the open holes.
She is. She's playing a heck of a game.
And look for this jump serve here. Might be way long. Oh, wait a minute. They called it in? I don't know. Let's see. No, it hit.
I called it in.
Okay. Wow.
A
Must
little
have really
deep.
dove. It looked like that was going way out. 22-13.
Bella Popplewriter, a very good player. And that jinxed her.
22-14 in favor of Wellsville. Riley Newsom back to serve. So the Bruins playing better this game. Newsom with a good serve. BP saves it. Over to 24 Powell. 3-ball, free ball. McCullough with a rip. That was a wham shot in the corner, cross court. 22-15 Wellsville. Another good serve by Newsom. So they can't get good sets because of the service. DeSario setting it up to McCullough. Nice save there by BP. Nelson, off her hand and out, 23-15.
Scrambled for a point there with Wellsville substitutions. What you got? There you go. Thank you. What's your name? Amy from
thank
the
you, Amy.
Bruin concession stand, bringing over pepperoni rolls. Thank you so much. All right.
See, he brought us pepperoni rolls, and it gave momentum to the Bruins. 23-16 with a miss hit. Back to McCullough, serving. Had a good all-around game today. There's Stokes with a little dinker. Stokes and Nelson playing the net. Serve over to Stokes and whams it into the net.
Well, I'll tell you something, the Amy from the concession stand that Brooke bringing over, I just have to mention how much we appreciate the hospitality we get from 99% of the schools that we service. Really, really happy to be here and to bring you all kind of sports to the High Valley Sports Online. That's what we are, High Valley Sports.
McCullough serve, but Drysdale gets the roll off the net, so set point for Wellsville, 24-17, as the Bruins have played much more competitive this game. Remember, we said they're playing with like one senior and all the rest are basically freshmen and sophomores.
Olivia Edison coming into the game for Wellsville.
Nixon with a set. She served this, little dink by Drysdale, saved by Nelson. Over to Stokes for the knockout, but nice block there. Maggie with a save, but into the net by Newsom.
Too far back to make that.
Yeah, 25-17 in favor of Wellsville. So game 1 and game 2 to Wellsville. We'll be back for game 3 after this couple-minute break.
At Trinity Health System, we have a profound respect and awe for all creation. We are motivated by the words of Christ to be his hands and heart to those in need. Our doctors, nurses, and staff are driven by selfless performance, combining our expertise with the technology to bridge the gap to healthier communities. Healthcare isn't just about healing, it's about human dignity. Trinity Health System, inspired by faith, serving you with distinction.
Are you looking for a fun and exciting way to spend time with your friends and family? Look no further than Toronto Lanes. Our state-of-the-art bowling alley is the perfect place to bowl a few games, enjoy some delicious food, and make memories that will last a lifetime. The staff is always friendly and helpful, and the lanes are always in great condition. Plus, the food is amazing. Whether you're a seasoned bowler or just looking for a fun night out, Toronto Lanes has everything you need. We offer leagues for all ages and skill levels, as well as open bowling and cosmic bowling on the weekends. The atmosphere is fun and welcoming, and the prices are unbeatable. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your friends and head to Toronto Lanes today. Toronto Lanes, where the fun never stops.
The crew at Ohio Valley Sports Online appreciates our sponsors like the Target Shop. The Target Shop has all your fall sports gear. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
You're listening to Ohio Valley Sports Online, the Sports Authority, bringing you the best in local sports, high school as well as college. Subscribe to us on our YouTube page. Check us out on Facebook as well.
We're back here, 2-0 Wellsville. Pretty much the same lineup, 24 Powell, 16 Bosco, Stokes, and BP, Popplewriter in there. Coming in is Rawson as the libero, and trying to see this other number. Come on, you got to move. Number 3, thank you, Nixon. For Brooke, Drum, Giovanni, Nelson, DeSario, Newsom, and Dietrich. And nice serve again by BP, sets up an easy point for Wellsville, 1-0.
Game 3 brought to you by Billy Blakemore of Blakemore Insurance for all your senior needs.
Fort Steuben Maintenance, score of interest. Carolina and the Saints tied up 3-3. Start of the second quarter. BP with a floater, tough one. And it's going to be an ace for BP. That was a beautiful little floater. She took a lot off of that. It's like the change-up in softball,
that
Raymond.
Was the softest ace I've ever seen.
Again, 4-step drop with a jump serve. She's checking the defense out. Very intelligent player. Cross court over to Nelson, who makes a nice save, to Newsom. Nice play by Nixon. Over to Newsom for the slam, but again, slightly underneath and out long. 3-0 now in favor of Wellsville. So Brooke doesn't want to let this get away from him. Again, I think the Bruins are going to be okay down the road with all these young players that they have playing. Nice save by Dietrich, the only senior playing. Rockio's a senior but injured. And Stokes, I guess you would call that a kill, Raymond, because she did hit it, and it went down the line.
That's her 8th of the game.
4-0. Again, BP serving. May or may not have been long, but DeSario played it and went off of her hands.
And in between area, tough decision time.
Yeah, because some of those balls are going down, and I tell you, I don't know how these girls know when to go for it and when to take it sometimes. Let it go out. BP with a nice one off the net. And it looked like a lift there, but no call.
No call.
As Bosco gets it over, 6-0. Coach not happy about that one.
Deidre Parr letting Barry Zaffron know Bob didn't agree with it. BP, the server. She gets points.
Another hard serve. Nelson with a nice save. Dietrich with a hit over, but too deep. So that serve's really causing them problems. 7-0 as Wellsville started this match or this set off. They were down early in the first two sets, came back to rally big, but this set 7-0, Ray.
Off and running. All behind Bella Popplewriter, the junior.
Another nice long serve. Dietrich set up to Newsom. Slam, tipped. Nice save that time by Nixon. Drum with a little dink over. Set cross court to Stokes, and that was a wham shot. Got the break off the net. That was definitely a kill.
That's 9.
And scores 8-0. 8 straight by Bella Popplewriter.
Wellsville got a nice team, but Stokes and Popplewriter stand out.
Yes, they do as athletes and spikers. And servers. Another good serve. Desario, nice dig. Over to Newsom, decides to dink it. Stokes saves it. And we got a miss hit. And so finally, Brooke stops the momentum as Nixon couldn't get it over. And McCullough in the front line for Desario. Drum, one of the better servers on the Bruin team, back to serve. She's also a pitcher on the softball team. Desario, a catcher. They both went up for that one. So got a little break there as Bosco and Stokes both tried to spike it. And Bosco took it and it nicked into the corner for a point. And now comes a few of the subs. We hope we don't get mispronunciations. So number 13 is in. That's Rory Hager. And
Ramsey back in.
Number 5, Ramsey. So Hager played the JV game. She has some nice height. Getting into this varsity match for the first time.
Ramsey to serve. She's been pretty good at it.
Desario with the dink. Over to McCullough. Nice spike by McCullough off the block and out. Point Bruins.
McCullough's played a pretty good game here for him.
Yep, I'm impressed with her all-around play, too.
Game 3 brought to you by Billy Blakemore, Blakemore Insurance.
Sydney D. Giovanni. Nice serve into the hole, and it's going to be an acer, as Wellsville could not come up and capture that one. So 9-3. As I watch these games, sometimes I feel the girls in the back line are a little too deep. But maybe it's because of deep serves, and then if they move back, they dink it between the first and second rows. There's a kill by Spikes, not one of her harder ones, but off the hands of a Bruin, out of bounds. 10-3 Wellsville.
It gives her 10 on the night.
Edison in. Rawson out.
Nixon serving.
There you go. And looks like an ace there. Nelson could not get to the ball. Brooke tried to save it and could not. 11-3. I think if you asked me, besides Stokes' spikes and BP's all-around play, she's not in the game right now. I think the serving has really been the difference. Some great services by the Wellsville Tigers. And there's another one that Brooke Bruins can't return back over. Again, Brooke with a very young team.
Deep.
Over to McCullough. Nice slam. Over to Spikes, and she's just going to hit it over easy this time. Stokes, yep, and that was a nice wham shot by Riley Newsom, who got behind that one. So Stokes kind of took it easy on that one. I thought she had a chance for a kill. 12-4 Wellsville. Newsom, who had that nice spike there with a hard serve. So going to be a free ball for Brooke. Stokes saved it. McCullough, kind of the set was a little behind her, and she got underneath it.
Little indecision there.
13-4.
Substitution. BP Bella Popplewriter coming back in the game.
Kaylee Casey was out. She was in there for a short period for the first time. Stokes with looked like an ace. And that was a nice dink back over by Hager. Didn't let the ball get back, so I'm going to give that an ace for Stokes. So I'm not sure that would have went over the net. As she's back about 4 steps for this jump serve. Throws it way high in the air and slams it, but no command of that one. Way out of bounds.
I think she was just trying something there.
Different. It looked like it, yep.
She's going to come out.
Riley Brown in for the first time. Carson Drum back in for the Bruins. McCullough back to serve. Over to 13, Hager. Set up for Nelson. BP setting it back to her. And off of the hands, I believe, of a Bruin, touched and out of bounds.
Constant substitution going on to Maya Powell coming back in.
Coming back into the back line to serve.
So is Mackenzie Bosco.
Yep, so Powell came in for Hager because she was going to the back line to serve, and Powell came in to play the front line here. Over, 3-ball set. Nice play that time by Nelson. As a freshman, she gets up, shows some good athleticism. 15-6. Good all-around player is Cadence Nelson. Back in, D.G. Vianney. Dietrich, senior, serving. Over to Bosco, that left-handed spike, and the Bruins can't return it on a 3-ball. 17, or is it 16-6? I guess 16.
The libero, Kaylee Rawson, entering the game for Olivia Edison.
Into
left-handed into the net.
So they got a couple softballs there in number 20 Rawson and number 16 Bosco. Sometimes that left-handed serve has a little funky spin on it. Off the net and down as an ace for Nelson. 16-8 Wellsville. Good serve. Always helps to hit it off the net. Those are tough to play off of. A long time ago, those used to be redos we talked about when your daughter played.
Yep. Carly, all OVAC player. Back in the early 2000s for the Big Red.
DeSario over to Newsom. Setting up BP for the slam across court, but way out of play. 16-9. So after a bad start, the Bruins have hung in there and battled back to 16-9.
Wellsville not helping themselves, but getting all these younger kids playing time.
Nelson with another good serve. Over to Bosco, left-handed dink over. 3-ball to Newsom. Bosco and Newsom playing at the net. And finally, Bosco wins out.
Absolutely. Great effort, Jimmy, staying there. 3 hits by herself. That's going to bring BP back to serve, and she does damage. Here comes the big gun Stokes
back in the front line, huh? Okay.
So they got their 2 best players in position here. BP to serve and Stokes at the front. Oh, bye. It's amazing how you talk about them and you mess them up.
17-10. 33 back in. Kaylee Casey in for BP in the back line. Drum serving for the Bruins. Might be deep, and it is.
Good call back there.
One of her poor serves. She's done a good job serving today. That one just got away.
Ramsey in for Bosco.
That's Hager back in. The front line.
For Maya Powell.
Ramsey back to serve. 18-10 Wellsville.
It's going to be trouble.
Nice save by Nelson and DeSario to keep it alive. Setting up for Hager. Good spike. Nice save by DeSario. Over to Newsom. Cross court, but a little bit long.
19-10 here.
Ramsey serving. Way out, 19-11. So 2 bad serves for Wellsville in the last 3 services. Sydney DiGiovanni back to serve. She's only a sophomore. And hit that one into the net. So we got Cadence Nelson, a freshman in, DeSario, a freshman in, McCullough, a sophomore in, Newsom is a junior, and Dietrich is the only senior, and she's in there too. And it goes off her hands and out of play for an ace.
Gracie Spitak.
And that's number 3 with the ace, Nixon, 21-11. Wellsville 4 points away from the match, up 2-0. Into the net again, 21-12. So that's at least 3 service errors in this game. Newsom serving. Nice serve. That was an ace if I saw one. Stokes could not handle that fastball. Saints have taken a 6-3 lead over the Panthers.
Fort Steuben Maintenance out of town scoreboard.
Of course, the Steelers and the Browns coming up shortly. Another nice spike by Newsom. Stokes with a beautiful save. Back over to the Bruins sideline, over to Nelson, who hits it deep. They're going to set up Stokes for a slam and a nice try. And I think it was going to be in. And so Wellsville tried to save it and couldn't, so 21-14. So that time they did a good job of saving the spike. Newsom, who's had 2 hard serves, 3 hard serves. Man, Stokes having a hard time with that one, as anybody would. Those are 3 of the best serves I've seen by the Bruins. Over to Nelson, who dinks it in the hole. Another point, 21-15. Net ball over. Back over that time to number 25, Olivia Edison, and she said no more of this, 22-15, as Stokes goes back to serve, and our buddy BP comes into the front line. Stokes looking to serve out the match. Wellsville up by 7. DeSario with a save. Nelson to Stokes. Nice volley going. Nice play by McCullough. Free ball for Brooke. Set up to McCullough. Back cross court to BP, who dinks it in the hole, but nice save by Stipic. To Newsom, nice save by Stokes. One of the better volleys of the match. BP with a nice slam, and DeSario with a beautiful save. Cross court to BP, who pushes it deep. DeSario saves it again. Over to Newsom, who might have been long, but Stokes saved it. Over to BP again, and finally, after all that, they get the point on the miss hit, Raymond.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a rocket right at Stokes on the back line. That would have been out, but she kept it in play, and Wellsville ends up getting the point, 23-15.
Wow. That was a heck of a serve, and that set up that dink over there by Pepe for the point. So good serve, just trying to keep it alive. Brooke did a good job, but BP right at the net punched it over.
Court awareness. BP's Bella Postal writer is great at court awareness.
Stokes with the down serve is going to be an ace, and that's going to be the match and the contest. So Wellsville wins that match 25-15, and they take that's set 25-15, and they take 3 games to none, and the match 25-11, 25-17, and 25-15.
Wellsville moves to 9-3 on the year with their on-the-road win. Brooke remains winless at 0-15. I want to remind everybody we're going to be at Bennigan's for the Ohio Valley, Ohio Coaches Show on Wednesday starting at 6 o'clock. And then we're going to have our initial West Virginia Coaches Show for the Upper Ohio Valley here at Basil Sports Bar on Thursday. Big Red, Edison, Toronto, Friday night, and the Crusaders at Madonna on Saturday night. So we got a full week of action for you. Remind you, this match and every event that we have here at the High Valley Sports is brought to you by Water Transport, Friendly Tavern, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Guida Law Offices, AT&T on Sunset, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Electric O, it's electric, Cedar One Realty, Uncle Johnny Delivers, Corey Winget, Barrel Ford and Barrel Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Signs Limited, Capital Recovery System, Hood's Pharmacy, Humble Construction, Berryman Chemicals, Edge Sports, First Westminster Presbyterian Church, Franciscan University of Steubenville, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Trinity Health System, Bennigan's, Stickles Law Office, Mosty Funeral Home, Wintersville Trophy Shop, IBEW Local 246, Richard Poe Financial Advisor, Main Street Bank, JC Pest Control, Rawson's Mulch and More, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Swearingen Bat Company, Viking Social Poker Club, Bradley Lawnscape, Lancia Villa Royale, TS Electric, National Colloid Company, Soft Tight Federal Credit Union, Target Shop, Naples Spaghetti House, Ohio Motor Group, Dr. John Figgle, Burt's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Offices, Ohio Apollo Restoration, Anthony Mining Company, M&M Hardware, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Josephine's Carryout, Valley Converting, Hauser's Furniture, Marcino Enterprises, Attorney Adam Martello, Steve's Fish and Chips, J.E. Foster Funeral Home. That'll do it tonight for Dan Vogel and Jimmy DiCarlo. This is Ray Suckoch. We'll see you Wednesday from Bennigan's at 6 o'clock. But for now, goodbye.